Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another episode of Safety with Fat Boy. It is Friday night, June 26th, and as every Friday night, this is Behind the Fat. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we have a little something different for you. My inspiration to do a lot of what I do is a lot of the old-time comedy teams from the past. Laurel and Hardy, Abbott and Costello, the Three Stooges, the Marx Brothers, and so on. Tonight, we're going to do a tribute to some of them, and I'd like to give you a little insight into the background of some of the comedy teams. So, the first one we're going to do tonight is going to be a little tribute to Laurel and Hardy for you. So, I'm going to start with giving you a little background on Laurel and Hardy. Laurel and Hardy met in 1927, and they became best friends at that moment, and were the best friends for the rest of their lives. They were together from 1927 to 1955, and in that time they did over 203 short films, feature films, and some short skits. Oliver Hardy married Virginia Jones in 1940, and he was married to her until the day that he did pass away. He was born on January 18th, 1892. In 1913 he married, and in 1921 he married. But again, in 1940 he married Virginia Jones, and that was his wife to the day he died. Virginia Jones and Oliver Hardy also did 107 films together during his life. Both men, Laurel and Hardy, Stan Laurel and Oliver Hardy, both were chain smokers, and they both smoked 4 packs of cigarettes a day for over 25 years. Hal Roach, who first discovered Laurel and Hardy and gave them their start in show business, said about them once that they had to take more cuts just because of them wanting to smoke than any other actors or actresses that he had ever dealt with before. Oliver Hardy became ill in 1954. He lost more than 150 pounds, and he was diagnosed with terminal cancer. In 1957, Oliver Hardy suffered 2 strokes. August of 57, he fell into a coma, and on August 7, 1957, he died of a brain aneurysm at the age of 65. Stan Laurel, being ill himself at the time, did not attend Oliver Hardy's funeral, and he said, Babe would understand. Stan Laurel gave Oliver Hardy the nickname Babe when they first met, and that was his nickname for him until the day he did die. Stan Laurel was born on June 16, 1890. On February 23, 1965, Stan Laurel died of a heart attack at the age of 69. Stan Laurel was married to Ida Raypole in 1946 and was married to her until 1965 when he did pass away. He had one other marriage in 1926 that did not last longer than a year. Minutes before Stan Laurel's own death, Stan Laurel said to his nurse, "I would not mind going skiing." The nurse said, "I did not know that you were a skier." Stan Laurel said, "I'm not, but it would be better than doing what I'm doing right now." And then he said to the nurse, "If anyone at my funeral has a long face, I will never speak to them again." And 10 minutes later, Stan Laurel then passed away himself. We now, folks, are going to give you the tribute to Laurel and Hardy. Well, that was very lovely.
Clear out that mess off my floor.
Well, here's another fine mess you've gotten me into.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh.
Laurel and Hardy, one of the greatest comedy teams of their time, and that was a little dance skit that they did in one of their short films, and that was our little tribute to Laurel and Hardy. Okay, now we're going to move on to the Three Stooges. Now, the Three Stooges was actually the Five Stooges, and here's how this all came to be. In 1922, Moe Howard, Larry Fine, and Shrimp Howard all became the Three Stooges, and they were in quite a few short films together. Their manager and their boss at the time, Ted Healy, was an alcoholic, and he was very, very violent. Shemp's wife, Betty, and Shemp were very, very scared of Ted Healy, and they thought that he could possibly get drunk at some time and harm them. So Shemp insisted leaving the Three Stooges at that point. Shemp suggested to Moe Howard that to take his place, Jerome Howard, who later would be known as Curly, should take his place, and Curly was the youngest of the Five Stooges. Moe Howard was 100% against it, and he said that Jerome Howard, Curly, is not a funny person, and he would not do well taking the place of Shemp. One day, Moe Howard and Larry Fine were on stage, and Curly decided to take his shirt off, get a bucket of water, and walk on stage with them unannounced, and he was not supposed to be there. When he went on stage and he took the bucket of water and poured it over his own head, the crowd went crazy. At that point, Moe Howard decided that, yes, he was going to let Curly take Shemp's place. Curly was born on November 22nd, 1903. He passed away of a massive stroke on January 18th, 1952 at the age of 49. That stroke, he had many strokes leading up to his death, and they wanted to put him in a nursing home, and Moe Howard would have none of it. Moe Howard took him to his house, and Moe Howard took care of Curly until the day he did die. When Curly passed away, Moe and Larry were back down to Two Stooges again. At this point, they went to Moe's other brother, Curly Joe. And Curly Joe then started in the 1950s after Curly passed away. And it was Curly Joe, Larry Fine, and Moe Howard from 53 to 56 in the short films. Shemp himself was born on March 11, 1895. Shemp died on November 22nd, 1955 at the age of 60. Shemp was on stage doing a solo act that night, and when he got into the back of the limousine and lit his cigar, he said to the driver, "Take me home." As the driver pulled away, he looked back, and Shemp was slumped over. Shemp, after lighting that cigar, had a massive heart attack, and that's how Shemp himself passed away. On October 5th, 1902, Larry Fine was born. On the 24th of January, 1975, at the age of 73, Larry Fine passed away from a massive stroke. 4 months later, on the 4th of May, 1975, Moe Howard, at the age of 78, passed away from lung cancer. He was born on June 19th, 1897. He was 78 years old when he passed away. The last and remaining of the Five Stooges was Curly Joe. He was born on July 12th, 1909, and he passed away on July 3rd, 1993. Folks, here is our tribute to the Three Stooges.
Get in here, you imbeciles. No, I need help. No. You get me a fork. You get me an egg.
You need a fork. What are you doing?
None of your business.
Hey, Mo, what you need?
I need an egg.
Oh, an egg. You needed a fork?
That's not a fork. That's a spoon.
Oh.
I got a spoon. Not in there, you imbecile. Give me me another
You
one.
needed a fork?
That's a knife, you idiot.
Here.
That's a spoon, you idiot.
Yeah, you moron. That's a spoon. Here's your fork.
Not fork.
Oh, wise guy.
Come on.
Yeah, let's show him. Let's show him his fork.
Let's go, you
Get him his fork.
Oh, look, chopsticks.
moron. Who needs chopsticks? Come on, boys.
Get him another egg.
Give me an egg. You give me a fork. Let's go, boys.
Hey, Ma, what's a fork look like?
It's got points.
That's a point.
That's not a point. That's not an egg.
More chopsticks.
Oh, look, rocks. I could use that. That's not lox, that's cream cheese, you idiot. That's still not
Oh,
pork.
the other end.
Still no. Hey, look what I found. What's that?
It's a lox.
It's not. That's a box, not a box.
You said foil?
You bunch of morons. Get out of here. Get, go. I'll finish it myself. Bunch of idiots.
The Three Stooges, out of the four comedy teams that we are doing a tribute to tonight, were probably the best at getting laughs from doing absolutely nothing besides yelling at each other and beating on each other. They were classic. Okay, so next up we're going to have the Marx Brothers. Now, let me give you a little insight into the Marx Brothers. The Marx Brothers got together in 1905. They started their film career. It ran from 1905 until 1949. The Marx Brothers, when it came to slapstick comedy, were classic. Chico Marx was born on March 22nd, 1887, and he passed away on October 11th, 1961 at the age of 74. High cholesterol back in those days was not detected as it is in these days, and he passed away from high cholesterol. As I said, he was 74 years old, and he was the first of the Marx Brothers to pass away. Harpo Marx is a little more interesting. He was born on December 23rd, 1888, and he passed away on September 28th, 1964 at the age of 75. Harpo Marx was the only Marx brother that you ever seen in the movies that did not speak. And the reason Harpo Marx did not speak was because in 1951, the Marx Brothers were performing on stage in a comedy club in New York City. The owners of the comedy club were so distraught by the Marx Brothers that they threw them out and told them to never come back again. They did not think that they were funny at all. Harpo Marx threatened to burn down the nightclub. That night, the nightclub did burn to the ground. Harpo Marx was investigated and later cleared of any wrongdoing in the burning down of the nightclub. However, at that point, Harpo insisted that he would never again speak on film. That is why you never hear Harpo speak. Harpo, born on December 23rd, 1888, and passed on September 28, 1964, at the age of 75. He passed away on his 28th wedding anniversary. He went in for heart surgery, and while on the operating table, he did not make it, and he passed away. Arthur Marx, who was the son of Groucho Marx, said later, "At Harpo's funeral was the only time he seen his father, Groucho Marx, cry." Gummo Marx was born on October 23rd, 1893, and he passed away on April 21st, 1977 at the age of 83. He had a cerebral hemorrhage, and what happened with Gummo was he passed away 4 months before Groucho. Groucho was very ill when Gummo passed away, and Groucho was never given the news that his brother Gummo had passed away. They were afraid if they had told Groucho that he was very ill at the time, and they were afraid that it would not be well for him. So before his death, 4 months prior to Groucho's death, when Gummo passed, Groucho never knew that his brother Gummo had passed away. Groucho Marx himself was born on October 2nd, 1890, and he passed away, as I said, 4 months after his brother Gummo. He passed away on August 19th, 1977, at the age of 87 from pneumonia. The last remaining Marx brother was Zeppo Marx. He was born on February 25th, 1901, and he passed away on November 30th, 1979, at the age of 78. He was the youngest of all the Marx brothers, and he was the last to die. And here's our tribute to the Marx brothers. Back here, and what? Well, that was a roll. Well, I have the contracts here. Now, they're duplicates, so just go ahead and sign it at the top.
Duplicate.
Duplicate. You know what a duplicate is?
There's 5 kids in Canada.
Well, I haven't been in Canada in years. Okay, so go ahead and read it. Oh, you reading it?
You read it.
All right, I'll read it. Now, let's see. I can't focus.
Can you read?
I can read. I just can't focus. I need longer arms. You have a ring thing in your pocket? Oh, wait a minute. There it is. Okay, all right. It says, the party of the first part will be party to the party of the first part. Now, how's that? That's pretty good.
No, I don't like it.
Well, you don't like that. How come?
No, I don't know. Could you do it again?
Could I do it again? It says the party of the first part will be party to party of the first part.
Yeah, that sounds better.
Okay, that sounds good. You want to hear it one more time?
Just the first part.
The first part of the party?
The first part of the party of the first part.
Listen, why are we haggling over this? Let's just get rid of that.
It was too long anyway.
Okay, so now we got the party
How
of the
much do you
second.
got left?
I got about a foot and a half. The party of the second part is going to be party to party of the second part. How do you like that? That's
I
pretty
don't like
good.
that. No, I don't like that
Oh, you
either.
don't like that either? Well, let's not ruin.
What if we make the party of the first part the second party and the second party of the first part?
No. Let's just get rid of it. Why don't we, let's not ruin the friendship over that. Let's just get rid of it. Okay. All right. So
Now this next part, I don't think
Oh, you
you're
don't
gonna like. I don't think you're gonna.
Well, I'll tell you right now, I don't like it anyway. Okay, so let's see. The party of the eighth part is going to be party
No,
to party.
no.
You don't like that either. All right. Well, we'll get rid of that. Okay. So this clause here. Okay, we'll just get rid of that one too. Okay. So we ain't got much left. So the party of the ninth part is going to be part.
No.
Oh, you don't like that one either? All right.
Yeah.
What? Really annoying. Okay, so the party of the 10th part is going to be...
No, I don't like.
Oh, you don't like that one either?
No, take that
All right,
out.
we'll take that out too. All right, well, we don't got much left.
Why is yours bigger than mine?
Well, you figure it out. All right, well, so what do you think? You like it?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, so what we got left is this part here, so here, go ahead and sign it.
I forgot to tell you, I don't know how to write.
You don't know how to write. Well, that's okay because the pen doesn't have any ink. Well, listen, we're friends. We don't need to sign it. A contract is a contract is a contract no matter how small it is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, there we go. We have a contract. All right.
What is this down here?
Oh, don't worry about that. That's just saying that if both parties are not found to be mentally stable, that this contract is completely nullified.
Oh no, I don't know about
Come on. They have this in every single contract. It's called the sanity clause.
that. You can't fool me. There is no sanity clause.
And that, folks, was a classic of the Marx Brothers, the sanity clause, that they did in one of their short films. Next, folks, and to finish out our show here tonight with the tribute to the old-time comedy teams, is my favorite, Abbott and Costello. a little background on Abbott and Costello. In 1936, Abbott and Costello met, and their careers took off almost immediately. They were on radio and film and on TV, and they had over 190 short films. During World War II, they were the highest paid entertainers in the world. Lou Costello married Ann Battler in 1934, and the Costellos had 4 children. Bud Abbott married Betty Smith, a dancer from vaudeville, in 1918, and they adopted 2 children. Lou and Bud faced personal demons their entire lives. Both were heavy gamblers and lost all their money at one point, and both had serious health issues. Bud Abbott had epilepsy his entire life and had constant seizures. Bud Abbott turned to alcohol and was an alcoholic the last 25 years of his life. Lou Costello had many near-fatal bouts with rheumatic fever. In 1943, Lou Costello Jr., at the age of 1, died in an accidental pool drowning. In the 1950s, the IRS charged both Lou and Bud with back taxes. They lost their homes, their assets, and the rights to most of their films. In 1956, Errol Flynn, who was another actor back in the 50s, 40s, and 30s, invited both the Costello's family and the Abbott's family to his house for a dinner party. After dinner, Flynn showed a movie that turned out to be hardcore porn. While Flynn claimed that it was all a mistake, Bud and Lou blamed each other. 1 year later, they broke up their partnership, and their partnership ended. A lot of people say that Errol Flynn did that on purpose, and that he was the reason for the breakup of Abbott and Costello. Also, in 1957, Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis emerged on the scene, and they were taking the spotlight, and it took a lot away from Abbott and Costello. On March 3rd, 1959, 3 days before his 53rd birthday, Lou Costello died of a heart attack. Bud Abbott attempted a comeback in 1960. He appeared on stage with Candy Candario, and although the new act received great ratings, Bud Abbott was quoted as saying, "I can't do this no more. No one could ever live up to Lou." Bud Abbott, after that, never did any more films or comedy or stand-up. Bud Abbott died on April 24th, 1974, of lung cancer. Folks, one of my favorite skits of all time. Here's our tribute to Bud Abbott and Lou Costello. Oh, okay, friends. I told you my partner would be here, and here he is. Didn't believe me, did you? He really shapes up. Now, what I'm figuring, Fatty, is why don't we let the folks decide what it is that they want to hear today?
Okay, so would like
Okay, what would you all like to hear us do?
Baseball. Who's on first?
Oh, no, wait a minute. You don't want to hear that, do you?
Yes, I even have props.
Okay,
Okay, all set then, huh? Okay, so I'll tell you what we'll do. Let me see. Oh, that looks all right, Fatty. That looks pretty good. Okay.
Hey, old boy.
All right, now we're going to pretend, Fatty. Just pretend. Take it easy, Fatty. Take it easy. All right. We're going to pretend that we are organizing a baseball team here in Wuhan, China, at the Safety with Fatboy Labs. Okay, and I'm going to be the manager of the baseball team. Now,
You're going to be the manager of the Wuhan Wombats baseball team?
yes.
I would like to join the Safety with Fatboy Wuhan Wombats baseball team.
Oh, you would?
Yeah, and I would like to know the names of some of the fellows on the team, so if I play with them, I know them, and if I see them here in the lab or in the street, I can say hello to them.
Okay, well, that's fair enough, Fatty. Well, you know, these days, baseball players have peculiar names.
Yeah, a lot for
Like, funny names. You have Big T,
Big T,
Bada T,
Baby T.
Baby T. All right, okay. So, all right, let's see. Now, we have our team, and we have who's on first, what's on second, I don't know who's on
Yeah,
first.
that's what I'm going to find out, the guys' names.
Huh?
That's what I'm going to find out, the guys' names.
Well, that's what I'm telling you. Who's on first, what's on second, I don't know who's on third.
You going to be the manager of the baseball team?
Yes.
So you know the fellas' names on the baseball team?
Well, I should.
So why don't you tell me some of the fellas' names on the baseball team?
I'm telling you, who's on first, what's on second, I don't know who's on
You
third.
ain't saying none. Yeah, go ahead and tell me.
Well, I'm telling you, Fatty.
You ain't saying none. Yeah, tell me.
Who's on first, right? What's on second, I don't know who's on third.
You know the guys' names on the baseball team?
Yes.
Oh, go ahead and tell me. Who's on first?
Yes.
I mean the guy's name.
Who?
The guy on first base.
Who?
The guy playing first.
Who?
The guy on first base.
Who is on first base, Fatty?
What are you asking me for?
Now, wait a minute. Hold on.
I'm asking you, who's on first?
Well, that's his name.
Well, go ahead and tell me.
Who?
The guy on first.
Well, that's it.
But you ain't said nothing. I ain't asking nothing.
Yes, you did, Fatty.
Do you know the guy's name on first base?
Well, sure I know the guy.
So tell me the guy's name on first base.
Who?
The guy on first base.
Who is on first, Fatty?
What are you asking me for?
All right, now don't get excited. Don't get excited. Don't get excited. Don't get excited.
I'm
Come on,
asking you a simple question.
Okay.
Who's on first?
Yes.
Well, go ahead and tell me.
Well, that's it.
Get that. That's who.
Yeah.
I'm asking you. What's the guy's name on first?
No. What is on second?
I'm not asking you who's on
No,
second.
who is on first?
One base at a
Okay, now
time.
don't get mixed up. Don't get mixed up.
I'm not mixing
I-
anything.
Okay. Now,
What's the guy's name on first base?
No, what is on second?
I'm not asking you who's on second.
No, who is on first?
I don't know.
Oh, he's our third baseman. We're not even talking about him right now.
Wait. How did I get on third base?
Oh, you mentioned his name.
I mentioned his name?
Yes.
I don't know anybody. How could I mention the guy's name?
Fatty, you did. You just mentioned it.
What's the guy's name on third base?
No. What is on second?
Who's on second?
No, who's on first?
I don't know.
He's on third base. He's over on third. Now you see.
I don't know anybody on the baseball team.
Yeah, but you just mentioned the name.
I did?
Yeah, sure.
You got an outfield?
Naturally.
Left fielder's name.
Why?
I just thought I'd ask.
Why?
you.
I just thought I would tell you.
So go ahead and tell me.
Tell you what?
Left fielder's name.
Why?
Because I want to know.
Oh, because he's our center fielder. See, you know these players on this team better than I do.
Who's in center field?
No, who's on first?
What's on first?
No, what's on second?
I don't know.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
playing third base. He's third base.
Third
See, yeah. See, you got it now.
Do you know the guy's names on the team?
Look, Fatty, you don't seem to understand. See, I have a first
No,
baseman.
yeah, I know you have a first baseman. I'm asking you, what's the first baseman's name?
No. What's the second baseman's name?
I'm gonna stop asking you. What's the first baseman's name?
What is the second baseman's
I don't
name?
even get past the first.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Stay up.
Who's on second?
No. Who is on first?
What base do you want to
We're
talk
gonna talk about
about?
any base you want to talk about. You're getting excited. You're
Okay,
getting
okay.
excited.
So tell me, who's on first?
All right. Now, who's on first? Right. That's right.
Okay.
Now, take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy.
All right. You got a first baseman.
Well, of course. Yes, of course I got a first.
When you pay the first baseman off every month, who gets the money?
Every dollar of it. Every dollar of it, Fatty.
Who gets it?
He does. Sometimes his wife comes down and collects the money.
Who's wife?
Yes. What? Why not, Fatty? He earned it.
Who did?
Yes.
When you pay the first baseman every month, you get a receipt from the guy?
Oh, well, sure, I get a receipt.
How does he sign it?
Who?
The guy you give the money to.
Who?
The guy you give the money to.
Who? Well, that's his name, Fatty. That's how he signed it. Who?
That's how who signs it.
Yes.
Well, go ahead and tell me.
Well, that's it.
Who?
Yes.
Look, you got a first baseman.
Well, yeah, of course, we got a first baseman.
You say, here's your money, sign the receipt. What's the guy's name who signs the receipt?
Who?
The guy you give the money to.
That's how he signed it.
That's how who
Fatty.
signs it.
That's right. Yes.
That,
Don't get excited. Don't get excited.
you get a receipt from the guy?
Well, of course I get one, Fatty. I get a receipt.
How does the guy sign it?
Who?
The guy on first. I'm asking. When you give the guy the money, what's the guy's name you give the money to?
No. You see, now you get what signs his own?
Who signs his own?
No, who signs his?
I mean, what's the guy's name on first you give the money to?
No. What is on second?
I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
I don't know.
He's on third, he's on third base.
Third
Come on,
base.
I've told you this. Now, come on.
Left
come on.
fielder's name, center fielder's name.
But listen,
Do you have a pitcher?
well, we'll be a fine team without a pitcher.
Yeah, it's a top five team anyway. Tell me the pitcher's name.
Tomorrow. But Fatty, I can't change their names.
You
I
don't
can't-
want, you don't want
I
to tell me
can't-
their names?
Well, I'm telling you.
All right, so go ahead and tell me the pitcher's name.
Okay. Tomorrow.
Why not tell me today?
Well, I'm telling you, Fatty.
So go ahead, tell me the pitcher's name.
Tomorrow.
All right. What time tomorrow you gonna tell me?
What time? What?
What time tomorrow you gonna tell me who's pitching?
Who is not pitching? Who is on first?
I'll break your
All
word.
right, I want you to stay calm. I want you to stay calm. You're not understanding.
I want to know
Yep.
what's the pitcher's name.
No, what's on second?
I don't know.
Oh,
Third base.
Fatty, you're getting all confused. You gotta
base.
come down. You're getting
Third
confused.
base. You got a catcher?
Well, certainly got to catch on the base.
Catcher's name.
Today.
Today. Tomorrow's pitching. Today's catching.
Now you've got it.
I got it. All I got is we got a couple of days on the team. That's all.
Listen, I can't help that fast. I don't name them.
You know, I'm a pretty good catcher myself.
So I hear.
So I get up behind the plate and I'm going to do some fancy catching.
Yeah.
So tomorrow's pitching and I'm catching. The heavy hitter comes up. He's getting ready to hit the ball. Tomorrow pitches the ball to me. I'm the catcher. Now when tomorrow pitches the ball, the heavy hitter, he bunts the ball. He bunts the ball, and me being a good catcher, I'm going to throw him out at first. So I pick up the ball and I throw it to him.
Well, now you got it. There you go. Now that's the first.
I don't even know what I'm talking
But
about.
that's all you have to do, Fatty. That's all you have to do. You finally got it.
It's throw the ball to first base.
Yes,
Now who's got it?
naturally.
Look, the guy's running to first. I'm going to throw him out.
So,
I pick up the ball and I throw it to who?
naturally.
I throw it to who?
Naturally.
And who gets it?
Naturally.
So I pick up the ball and I throw it to Natural.
No. You throw the ball to first base, and who gets it, Fatty?
Natural.
That's it. Now you got it.
Okay. I pick up the ball and I throw it to Natural.
No, you don't. You don't.
I throw it to who?
Naturally.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Listen. You're not saying that.
I said I throw it to who?
Naturally.
You ask me.
Okay. You pick up the ball and you throw it to who?
Naturally.
That's
the
it.
same as
All right,
you.
now calm down.
Same as you. I throw the ball to Naturally.
No, you don't, Fatty. You throw the ball to who?
Now who's got it? Naturally. Whoever it is better get it.
Well, believe me, who will get it?
So I pick up the ball and I throw it to whoever it is. Drops the ball. The runner goes to second. Who picks up the ball? Throws it to what? What throws it to? I don't know. Throws it to tomorrow. Triple play.
Well, it could be.
Another heavy hitter gets up and hits a long fly ball to because. Why? I don't know, and I don't give a darn.
Wait a minute. What did you say?
I said I don't give a darn.
Oh, that's our shortstop. My favorite skit of all time. Who's on first? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed Behind the Fat tonight. We enjoyed doing it, and I hope everybody gets a little something out of what we did here tonight, a little laugh or something. Tomorrow night is Saturday night, and I hope you join us again for another episode of Safety with Fat Boy. Where Fat Boy, once again, will give you many, many wonderful ideas, wonderful safety tips, and who knows? He threw his hat in the ring the other night. Who knows what he's going to do tomorrow night? So join us tomorrow night, folks. Pivoty, popcorn player. Everybody have a great night and a pleasant tomorrow.